Hey Banditos, Tux here, and it's a brand new week for the First Descendant. That means the targeted loot has reset on the map, and it's time to get hunting for those reactors. As usual, I have a downloadable companion guide, so be sure to take advantage of that link down below. Let's do this.
Tux makes it exciting!
Once you get to the end game, you earn hard mode difficulty, and that's going to give you access to this filtering system. I go through this and scour it every single week, and I pull out the hot farms and I make sure you know about them. Because of the update we received on October 30th, things work just a little bit different, and I'm continuing to evolve our process along with the game. And there's going to be several more improvements coming along with reactors, but the biggest one for this week is that they added the ability to implant weapons to your reactors. And this is going to allow you to take a reactor and add another weapon type to it. The weapon types do not have to be matching ammo. And so I'm going to show you a little demonstration here. So on one of Frena's reactors that already has Secret Garden on it, I want to combine it with a Fallen Hope. So I'm going to take a Fallen Hope reactor, basically deconstruct it and pull off that stat onto my Secret Garden reactor. They're going to be combined. It's easy to do, but quite an expensive process. And just so you know, the stat that you're extracting doesn't have to come from a matching reactor. So it could have come from a fire reactor or a chill reactor or whatever. The devs did say they're keeping an eye on this and will enhance our ability to farm those materials if needed. So with this new system, that means that technically farming reactors does become a lot easier. Now, it doesn't eliminate the grind totally, still have to get out there and hustle, but what it does mean is that you don't have to fine-tune your farming based on the mount. So all you need is a reactor that's got really good stats on it, and you don't care about the weapon or the ammo type because you can just add that through the implant system. So I've updated my guide according to the new system. So I'll still be inserting my recommendation on mounts pertaining to popular builds, but it'll have the parentheses implant next to it when that zone doesn't actually host the weapon that I'm suggesting. It'll make sense when you see it. As usual, let me quickly run through the organization of this document. So at the very top, we have the featured. So these are the farms of the week you do not want to miss. Then just below that, we have the worthy sections. And these are basically not the hottest farms in the game, or maybe not the hottest reactors at the moment, but still very worthy farms and worth your time. Below that, I have components, and then we break it down by section. A few updates ago, the devs gave us reactors locked in by zone, and so I have those listed on the left. For example, in Kingston, that non-attribute tech will always be there in Grand Square. When you get that locked in reactor lining up with the weekly rotation, then you're gonna get double the chances, or maybe it's better to say less convoluted drops. Then at the very bottom of the document, I have the best reactor stats that you can get. And then underneath that, I have, sort of as a glossary, all the descendants and their skill attributes listed. For the featured, we're gonna see Eugen, Essimo, and Lepic. Essimo is awesome. If you haven't gotten off your butt and built an Essimo build, he is a lot of fun. I know we all love Frena, we do, but Essimo is a blast to use, and he is quite effective in those 400% infiltrations. Starting with him and Lepic, of course, is also fun, and I do have builds out for both of them. You should check those out. So you can farm their reactor in the White Knight Gulch, and that's the outskirts mission in the shipment base. So right now there's fire and tech, and it has impact rounds. You might not find a weapon in the impact round that you're gonna like, but if you could just get some really good stats, I suggest you implant the Secret Garden with these two fellas, because that's gonna ramp up their tech power. Range and cooldown are great for both of their mobbing builds. And as a bonus, this mission also coughs out Glaze non-attribute dimension. So you're farming for 3 really good descendants by hitting up the zone. And what also makes this a very good farming spot is that the outskirts also delivers advanced neural circuits. And if you've been playing this game for a while, then you know how fast you chew through those because you're always crafting catalysts, and they're a key component for those. Rack up on some advanced neural circuits and lock in some good reactors. Now let's jump over to the fortress and the defense line at the outpost known as the Balby Run. It's a really good farm, so lightning has struck twice here. You're gonna have a double Eugen farm. This is gonna deliver non-attribute fusion reactors with impact rounds. You can do the Peacemaker if you don't plan on shooting anything, but Eugen is really good right now for Deathstalker, and the Enduring Legacy is always nice to run with him. If you're mobbing, then you might look at the Thunder Cage if you're gonna be throwing out his allergy stuff. Otherwise, fusion and cooldown are really good there. If you're building a healer build, he doesn't really need range. If you're going with his mobbing build, you might think about it. Of course, this location has a locked-in reactor assignment of non-attribute fusion, so you're going to be getting less convoluted drops. Hopefully get those stats that you're looking for. This one also delivers great amounts of Kuiper and gold while you're at it. As far as the third featured, it's just kind of poop out there right now. I didn't feel like there were any that deserved that slot, but there are some in the worthy that we want to go over. First, let's talk about Sterile Land. So the nuclear reactor in the classified area, that actually used to be one of the best or original farm spots that we discovered early game. And there's some better ones now, but it still delivers. It's very easy to reset. It's circular. You could just kill everything in a circle. It's pretty easy. That's going to give you non-attribute and tech, and that's great for Ajax and Kyle. It also has special rounds, so you could very well get that secret garden drop with it. Otherwise, implant it. As a bonus, this is also assigned reactors for Lepic and Essimo or Fire Tech. So you're farming for 4 different descendants at this one location, while also getting great amounts of Kuiper and gold. One of our favorite spots in Echo Swamp is the Abandoned Zone, and you want to farm the mission Environment Contamination. This is going to have Biessa up this week. That's a chill and a tech reactor. It's going to be dropping with general rounds, and I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of time to shoot with my Biessa. She's always casting her skills, so I like to run it with Secret Garden, so you're gonna have to implant that. And then tech, cooldown, range, and if you want to go for more damage, you could even put crits. I found that she stays best with crits. And then bonus, Ajax and Kyle, non-attribute and tech drop here. So you got 3 really good descendants you're farming for in this spot. Yeah, Ajax and Kyle, again, they're showing up in the mountaintops. So this is a White Knight Gulch zone, and the mission is Borderline of Truth. This is also very popular, probably the best for advanced neural circuits. The bosses all spawn in the center. It's circular, really easy to control all the enemies and get it done fast. So you're gonna get non-attribute tech, and that's great for Ajax and Kyle. Again, go for the Secret Garden. Stats, well, cooldown, range, ECH, I don't know what, oh, I'm missing the T. So it's supposed to say tech, but you get it. And then bonus, this is also assigned for Fire Dimension reactors. So you're also getting Blair here. And to be honest with you, I need to get to him, but I'm having so much fun with Haley. Like, I'm loving Haley's mobbing gun builds right now that I'm having a hard time using anybody else. But I do got to get to Blair and build him up. I don't know about you, so let's get to that. So that's all I have for the worthy. Again, the week kind of fell a little bit flat in my opinion. So for components, you have Sterile Land, and in the weapons facility, you can get processors. And for processors, you want that max shield if you can get it. Item acquisition distance is also really good. Toxic resistance if you're still in there having fun with Deathstalker, and shield recovery is also really nice. But my favorite is max shield and item acquisition distance. Now for auxiliary power, that's going to be in the White Knight Gulch lower hatchery. If you happen to wander in there, I hate that place, so I avoid it. But if you do go in there, you're going to be looking for max HP on those mostly. And then MP recovery is the other stat I usually go for. Look forward to another build video. I got a few of them stacked up, trying to get them out as fast as possible. Catch you on the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Tuxedo Bandido. That's Tito Bandido.
One and only.
And this was another episode of The First Descendant. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on the fantastic experiences waiting for you in The First Descendant. And if you like videos like this, check out the one I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you want to see covered, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make everything possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be without you.
When you buy or download anything for The First Descendant, be sure to use Tux's creator code to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Follow me.